Alright, so now we're going to solve. And so we want to rewrite the 8 and 16 with the same base. And so 8 is really just 2 cubed to the 3x minus 1. And 16 is really 2 to the 4th to the 2x. And so shower the power here, and you get 2 to the 9x minus 3, because 3 times 3x, 3 times the 1. And this is going to give us 2 to the 4 times 2, which is 8x. So now when the bases are the same, all we need to worry about is making the exponents equal. And so this is going to be 9x minus 3 is equal to 8x. So let's minus the 9x from both sides. And so this gives me negative 3 equals negative 1x. So now let's get rid of the negative by dividing by negative 1. And I get 3 is equal to x. So this would be something you want to check. You want to take the 3 and plug it back in. Make sure it works. Make sure that the left side is equal to the right side. Alright, we're going to do the same thing with b. We want to write them with the common base. And so I'm going to write this as 6 squared to the negative x, and 6 to the third to the negative x minus 2. And so this becomes 6 to the negative 2x is equal to 6 to the negative 3x minus 6. So now my bases are the same. So now we just set the exponents equal. And so we have negative 2x is equal to negative 3x minus 6. So we're going to add 3x to both sides. And so we get x is equal to negative 6. Again, you'd want to take the negative 6, plug it in, make sure that the left side equals the right side. Alright, for c, we have log base 7, we have log base 7, so we're just setting the 5x plus 2 equal to the 3x minus, or 3 minus x. So 5x plus 2 is equal to the 3 minus x. So let's go ahead and add the x to both sides. And let's go ahead and minus the 2 in the same step. So we get 6x is equal to 1 divided by 6. And I get x is equal to 1/6. So since you get kind of a weird answer of 1/6 and it's not something that is going to simplify nicely, go ahead and plug it into your calculator. And so you can see I plugged it into the left side, I plugged it into the right side, and it equals the exact same thing. So that means we're right, it's not an extraneous solution, so we are good to go. Alright, here we go. We see the addition, so we think multiply. So this is going to become log of x times x minus 21 is equal to 2. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to think about my base answer exponent. So my base is 10. So it's going to be base answer exponent, base answer exponent. So my exponent is going to be 2. My answer is going to be x times x minus 21. And so we get 100 equals x squared minus 21x, minus the 100 from both sides. So we're going to get 0 equals x squared minus 21x minus 100. And now we want to factor this. So we're going to get x minus 25, x plus 4. And so we set these both equal to 0. And so we get x equals 25 and x equals -4. And so now we want to check these. We want to take it and plug it in. So as I look at this, one of the things that I'm worried about is that -4, because when I plug the -4 in here, it's going to be log base 10 of -4. So if you look at the graph of just log to the x, you'll see that their domain has to be greater than 0. And so I shouldn't have any negative numbers. So if you wanted to check it, when you go to your calculator and you do log of base 10, leave it blank, of -4, this is where you get a non-real calculation. So -4 is not going to work for us. So that's going to be an extraneous solution. You plug 25 in, it's going to work fine, but you can verify that on your own. Alright, so let's look at E. Again, we have our base answer exponent. This is our base, this is our answer, this is our exponent. So it's going to be 5 to the 8th power is going to equal x to the 4th. And so we could actually go 5 to the 8th and take the 4th root of it, but the better way is once you get to here, raise this to a power of 1/4. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Raise this to a power of 1/4. So when you shower the power here, 8 times 1/4 is just 5 squared. And 5 squared is 25. Again, that would be a nice number for you to, you could plug it in, figure it out, make it work. And finally, here we see the plus sign, so we think multiply. And so this becomes log base 12 of x times x plus 1 equals 1. We're going to do the same thing that we did over here. We're going to convert that to base answer exponent. And so our base is 12, our exponent is 1. That's going to equal x to the x plus 1. So I get 12 equals x squared plus x minus a 12. X squared plus x minus 12. Factor it. X plus 4. X minus 3. Solve it for 0. So we're going to get x equals -4, +3. Again, like over here, that -4, if you were to plug it in, you're not going can't have a -4 there. So you could try the 3, and the 3 is going to work out. So this is our extraneous, and so we get x equals 3.